Okay, so I like to work off of this concept. Good afternoon, family and friends. Sergeant OCD here. It's been a busy morning. Um, my day got hijacked, or my morning got hijacked again. But anything to help out my boy, my grandson, young man. He is awesome. He's doing wonderful things in his life, and I couldn't be prouder. Um, but we got him a light bar for Christmas. It goes on the back, and we're working on putting that together, wiring it into his taillights. So started raining, so I was able to come in and do this video. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two cans, and I am going to make a little mini alcohol stove out of them, and it's going to be interesting. I did try one of them. I can't get the blue flame to work, and that may be a problem with all of my stoves until I can get some methanol. I think methanol is the best fuel for that. So I might not have. I mean, all my stoves work. I just don't get the blue flame I want. But I do want to thank everybody for all their comments and all their advice. You know, I built this channel to show people how easy or hard it is to do things that are on YouTube. So let me refocus this camera, and we're gonna start cutting these up, and hopefully I can get this one to work correctly. Okay, so I got it. I have a little file here. Not that I'm going to be sticking my hand in there, but I don't want to cut myself. But I do have my first aid kit with me. My ouch pouch. Not that I need it. So that's pretty good. The next thing I want to do is I want to drill some holes here, 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 and then fill in the center. I think it's going to be about 16 holes each. I'll go across from that. Across from that. And I'm using this little 20 volts drill, Black & Decker. It's good for household projects. So I'm just making these about, I don't know, 1/4 inch a piece apart. So basically these are going to be gas holes. I may have to go down too far. I think I just messed up. Let's see. Now I'm putting a few more holes in the middle. Just because I can. I mean, the other stove worked. It just didn't work right. Ooh. Anyway, that looks ugly. So we're going to go ahead and cut that off. Hey, look, here we have one. So I've already done this one, and the idea on the inside Now, I actually slit these, and I think I wasn't supposed to. So I'm going to make this one a little shorter. And they're only supposed to be probably, I think, a ½ inch, an inch. So I'm going to try to just cut all these little pieces off. I'll have to get into our scissors soon. But came from a 70-degree day yesterday and started out at 60 today here in lovely Maryland. But I think it's going to get keep raining till tomorrow and get actually down to 30s. So we may see our final snow. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take my pliers and crinkle this down a little bit. I want it as even as possible. Basically, this is going to fit into the bottom piece where I'm going to cut. Took this little test fixture, and then what I would do after I cut this guy off is cut this piece. So as you can see, this piece fits right into the bottom, and it fits right around the rim of the bottom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and score this. If you can make a little test fixture or a little fixture here, we used to call them a jig, but that is offensive now, so we're not going to call it that. But I've seen people that make a lot of these, they just take a blade and they put it at, you know, ½ inch, an inch and a half, or I just don't have the boards for it. It's getting a little late in the day. Yeah, so it's cutting into it, I think, and all you got to do is push it. Ooh, that didn't work out. Go ahead and cut that piece out. Looks like it's kind of splintered. All right, so that's the bottom. You do nothing with this bottom. So basically, now this top, or this piece, will fit in here. And what I did is I cut out just a little bit, little slits right here. There's one. Where'd the other ones go? There's one. So I want the alcohol to go from here into the slits. I think I'm going to make them a little bigger. You can actually see them, and it'll get more alcohol. That could be the problem I had, why I didn't have a whole lot of alcohol in there. Like I said, I'm beginning to think I'm using the wrong alcohol trying to make an alcohol stove. Now the ones I made for my hiking pack works great. So I'll make another one on this. And all I did with this piece is I cut one piece here, and I kind of fit it together. All right. So they're all neat little splits here. Yeah, so, and I just taped it. I saw a guy do that. So now, yeah, I could definitely see inside here where the alcohol is going to go up to the side. So the alcohol will heat up here, the fumes will take it up the side, and the fumes will actually catch on fire here and should give us my blue flames. Why do I want a blue flame? It's hotter than a yellow one. We learned that in science class. And getting this thing in here is a pain in the butt. Yeah. So I'm just want to push it down so it seals on the under the lip here. It'll seal under the lip. They don't tell you this. And then the bottom will be up against the bottom. So it's a little cockeyed, but let's see how this thing works. Clean as you go. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of my 91. Lighter. And I started cleaning up my shop earlier because I just couldn't find anything on my craft table. I just put a little bit in there just to see how it works. So ideally, this will heat up. The fumes will actually catch blue here. So let's see how it'll work. But if you don't remember, this being an alcohol stove, it actually works awesome. So I put one in my pack here. I just need to put another one. I might have to tape up the outside here, but you see I got a blue flame over here. I didn't cut that. That's on the it's on the seam. So eventually it should go blue everywhere. But this is 99% isopropyl alcohol. I'm pretty sure I need methanol or denatured. So that alcohol actually has to heat up. It's starting to come out of the holes, but I'm going to turn the light out. Yeah, I actually, last week on my video, I actually turned off there's a couple of switches on my mic, but I actually turned it down to neg 10 dB, so my talking wasn't very loud. And somebody told me about it, and I'm like, I see what I did. So I looked at that setting before I started recording today. I got a little bit of a blue flame coming out. God, is that beautiful? That is a beautiful flame. Even so, you could cook off of this, you know. Get a little ring from a can, and you could actually cook off of it. This is something I made for something else. Yeah, we're getting close to spring, so we're going to go switch gears into springtime things. I'm actually going to put a canvas tarp in Camp Chaos in it. And I'm going to basically buy a tarp, put my own grommets in, and seal it myself. So we'll be outside doing that. Hopefully not in the rain. See, it's still, and maybe I need to let it boil a little bit, but there's some blue flame in there. So we're gonna, springtime is time for planting and foraging and looking for those uh, mushrooms. So the place I went to a couple weeks ago, a month ago or whatever, scoped out. Um, I think I have a couple of good spots to find them if I could find it again. There is a place, another place that I want to look again, knowing more since I've been doing this, trying to study this art of survival, which is foraging, bushcrafting, and hiking, obviously. Um, since I'm trying to study this art, I've gotten better. And on my year anniversary, I'm gonna do the same thing I did a year ago, except for survive this time because I would have died. Take that off. I got a blue flame. It's a little bit blue, but it's not as blue as I wanted. And like I said, it could be the fuel. But you see how easy it is to make these stoves. I mean, I just threw it together. I think maybe I want to make my holes a little bit closer to or a little further away from the rim. So uh, I think I'm going to get a couple more cans and redo this one just because I want to show you how I did it, instead of just pulling something from the back. But yeah, I'm getting a blue flame. Not as blue as I want. I'm not sure if I can cook on that. No, definitely not. So hey, let's get these things out before I do this. This is very, very tight now, and we're going to see how this one works. So really it should heat up and then you should have blue, and I can cut this guy out, cut the rest of that excess off. But it boils well. Put this on here. You see, this flame never turned blue. And this is what was stuck on the wax. Yeah, so it's easy to build these. I think you just need to have the right fuel. Um, I don't know if this is going to turn blue on here or not. I'm not really into. We don't need to show that it boils water because we already did. That's pretty cool. I'm forcing it out of there. Yeah, there's one guy that does that, and he's got a screen in there that he uses a rivet. Um, but you see how easy it is to make these little stoves. So I thank you for watching. I thank all my subscribers and all my friends and family that support me. I appreciate every comment and every thing that everybody tells me. Just want to, show another stove. Like I said, I'm going to have to start switching gears into spring. I pretty much have spring fever because that's when we forage, that's when we go back out in Camp Chaos, and I'm looking forward to building my own cabinless tarp out of like a painter's cloth, a canvas painter's cloth. Uh, so, I put the my other two tarps back up just to see what the wind and everything will do to them. It ripped out one whole side, so I repaired it, and it still worked. So tarps are definitely temporary. This will boil water, so as I'm talking, the other one went out, and I could have made it go out too. No oxygen with this little thing. Yeah, I think it's, oops. That's why it's good to have a multi-tool when you're out in the field. But obviously that was already burning. Anyway, I'm looking forward to spring.